They whip women for Easter.
They whip women for Easter. We're going to focus on this, guys. This is, we're going to have to zoom in on this one. Yes, it's, yourself, Slovakian and? Ukraine, oh. Oh, very nice. It's very in at the moment, yes. How did you guys meet? Did you guys meet here or recently, before?
In Slovakia.
In Slovakia? Oh, even in the harshest deserts, love flourishes, yes? Was it in university, in your private high school, or? In the private high school? Nice. She's so happy that she's rich. Can't blame her, you know, it is better. I mean, you get access to better fruits. Very nice. You're also in private school?
Yes.
And what were you studying there? Did you have a profile, a specialization in the high school?
Computer science.
Computer science, okay. And are you now an engineer or a software developer?
Computer science studying here.
Oh, you're studying here as well, yes. And then you are?
Business, studying here.
Business, big business, small business. Okay. And how did you guys meet? In class? Were you like, let me help you with your mouse? And she was like, click here, click, click. Oh, wow. I never knew you could make these sounds. All right. So it was a sexual joke, sir. You got it. Sorry. Okay, very nice. You met in class, or what was the move? How did you make the move? Did you take out some of the Ukrainian charm, or what was it?
Friends.
Oh, you were friends? For a while, okay. So you had friends on him. But then he persevered. He used that Ukrainian courage and perseverance, and he went on the offensive, and then he conquered your heart. Very nice. That's what it was. Yes, okay, that's very nice. And are there a lot of differences? Ukraine, Slovakia. It's similar shades of sadness. Do you have any cultural differences? Do the Slovakians do something that the Ukrainians they don't do?
They whip women for Easter.
They whip women for Easter. We're going to focus on this, guys. This is, we're going to have to zoom in on this one. Yes, it's, just so people at the back heard, they whip women for Easter. It's the school of Andrew Tate, apparently. It's, that was the private school that they went to, okay? This is escaping the metrics. What does it mean? Like whip with like, cha!
Basically.
And this is a long tradition, or you know, every tradition has an explanation. Like, what is the explanation for this one?
So for Easter, every year, the men should traditionally braid a whip from willow trees.
So the men braid whips from willow trees to beat the women.
Yeah, but the more pieces, the more it's like more ornate, and there's like.
The more intricate the whip,
And they go house to house in the village, and every house.
they beat women. You see a cultural shock. I went from Ukraine and I didn't realize that, you know, it was celebrated beating women here. Okay, they go from house to house in Slovakia. They whip a braid, and then.
So they whip all of the women, and then they also
So far, sounds like Berlin, a sex party, right? That's just. And then the women say, "Yes, daddy," or what? Or what do they say?
Well, they also, like, if there's a bigger group of men, a few of them would
I don't like where this is going, guys. I think.
And they would either throw a bucket of water at her, or take her and throw her in a stream of water.
Classic Slovakian tradition. You waterboard and you whip the women. You throw them in the stream.
Yeah, and then the women should give you either a chocolate or a painted egg.
As a thank you, of course, of course. You should be grateful. Look how beautiful this whip is. Interesting. And have you engaged in this tradition, sir? Did you? It's interesting because, like, in Romania for Easter we celebrate Jesus. I mean, granted, Jesus dies there as well, so there's some degree of violence in that particular story as well. But thank you. On behalf of everybody here, thank you for sharing the Slovakian tradition. It's interesting. Did the European Union not have anything where they're like, sure, you can join? Because in Romania, we also have a tradition for Christmas. We kill a pig, and the European Union was like, you can't do that. And then we're like, we're not joining the European Union. And it's like, you can do it, but don't use a knife, just electrocute the pig, okay? And then some people, because sometimes, education is not very well engaged with, sometimes they would electrocute the pig, but it was raining outside. Fun for the entire family. Yes, this is